This is your first day in real estate, and I am your real estate sales trainer and coach, James Festini. And this is the program that's going to teach you how to sell more real estate in less time.
Let's talk about comfort zones, discomfort zones, being uncomfortable. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my all original content from the trenches. I am your host, James Festini. If you have not had a chance, if this is your first time coming, thank you for watching. I've got a ton of archives. I am a Southern California real estate agent, and I am just working my butt off to maintain a hefty six-figure income in the real estate business. I'd like you to, if you like what I'm doing, please like, share, subscribe. Of course, if you're watching me on YouTube, hit the subscribe link. And then, I don't know if you know, but I do a lot of live content. If you hit that tiny little bell, you'll get alerted next time I'm actually live. And today in about an hour, I'll be on the phones, live telephone prospecting. And in about 3 hours after that, I will be live door knocking, going door to door looking for homeowners who are interested in selling their house. I do it every day, Monday through Friday, unless I've got listing appointments or, life gets in the way. I work hard, play hard. So now, that was a very long introduction. Also on iTunes. Okay, end of story. I got a podcast. End of story. End of the intro. Let's talk about comfort zones, discomfort zones, being uncomfortable. For many years, I have thought very big. I've wanted to be, I've kept a journal since I was 15 years old. So I can look back and see what my thoughts are. And there's one journal that I have that it was in the first year of my real estate career. I actually put on there, one of my goals was to be on the cover of Time magazine. I should open up and see what other goals I've had in there. I still have all the journals, of course. And I recommend you start keeping a journal immediately. It's, unless you're gonna die in the next 10 years, it's pretty good to do. Write down your thoughts, your dreams, your ambition, just for yourself. In this day and age, we're creating all of this content for everyone, but we're not creating it for ourselves. And for me, journaling has been a form of meditation, a place to relax my mind and just kind of dump off my thoughts. Anyhow, the vision I had was to be on the cover of Time magazine, make a ton of money, and I really didn't know how I was going to do it. And as I grow older, much older, I start seeing different avenues that other businessmen have taken, and they think big with whatever they're comfortable with, or what they talk about their comfort zones and being uncomfortable so that they can do the things that they want to do. But when you're uncomfortable for something you don't want to do, it's not even what's the point? Same goes for telemarketing. I know a lot of you watch my channel and you love door knocking, but you absolutely dread the idea of picking up the phone and cold calling. Or vice versa. You absolutely love cold calling, but you dread door knocking. And so I say, get out of your comfort zone. Very easy for me to say because I'm not uncomfortable with either one of those. But for some of you, if it doesn't feel good, you don't want to do it. You should. Because it is still the same avenue that you're doing. Now, if you're not even telemarketing, if you're not cold calling, and you're not door knocking, then why are you watching my show? What other value do I provide? Oh, well, maybe inspiration, right? But there's different discomfort levels that you will have in approaching a prospecting venture like picking up the phones. But when I look at other people in the world, when they're doing something and they've got their side hustle, and when I look at it, I'm like, wow, that'd be great to have that, that money or the success or the lifestyle. But do I really want to learn the stock market? Do I really want to learn, Bitcoin? No, it doesn't sing to my heart. So that's not a discomfort it's just a not interested. You know what I mean? It doesn't even relate to what I do. Do I want to open up a Honda, a Honda superstore in Southern California? Do I want to be the GM of a Valvoline? Do I want to be the Western franchise leader of Best Buy? No. Some people have that, the corporate, and some people have the sales, and it's not a discomfort. It's just, do I even care? Do I even really want any of that? So this is the cross that I bear now, the real estate industry, the sales and marketing avenue. And I don't think that I have to be uncomfortable. I don't think I have to be uncomfortable to succeed. I have to just be with a mild discomfort in what I'm comfortable doing. I have to be comfortable with discomfort in the struggle, but not the activity. I'm still interested. I want to make a ton of money in real estate. I want to buy properties, preferably duplexes, fourplexes, right? I mean, that's the end game in real estate, is to make enough money so you can put it, sock some of it away and invest in other places that interest you, staying within your comfort zone of knowledge. I did a video a couple weeks ago about staying in your lane. But recently I've been tempted and tested with something called discomfort, like true discomfort. And that is a bottle of something called snake juice. I'm on what's called a snake juice diet. And I have been, as some of you might know, intermittent. I've been a fan of intermittent fasting, which means that you'll not eat for 23 hours, and then you'll have a 1 hour window where you could eat. And then you don't eat for 20, and that's intermittent fasting. You just don't eat all day. Now, for those of you who are like, you're gonna die, this is unhealthy, it's all blah, blah, go find someone else, okay? I'm comfortable with knowing that I'm not gonna die. But with the snake juice diet in particular, there are people, and I was introduced by a realtor in one of our tribe. I was introduced by someone, and when I'm looking at some of the people and what they're doing in this snake juice diet, we're talking like stupid amount of weight loss from fasting. All it is just salt water and potassium in lemon juice, a little bit of vinegar, apple cider vinegar, a little bit of lemon. It's pretty much just not eating for, in some cases, days, in some cases, weeks. So you might think that, another diet fad, whatever. This guy in particular, he's interesting. His name is Cole. I found him the other day, and he took his Facebook following from nothing in like February to about 170,000. It's a movement. If you guys want to know more, hit me up. Or just Google it, the snake diet. Very interesting. Not for everyone, but for anyone. And let's look at the evolutionary scale and their discomfort in evolution. 2,000 years ago, you didn't eat 3 meals a day. You didn't eat 6 meals a day. You were lucky to have 1 meal a day if you did. Or then there was many cases where you would have to starve or not eat for days at a time. You would just drink water, get some electrolytes, barely in the water, but you wouldn't die. And you would stay lean. And America has an obesity problem. But I'm very interested in the health and fitness community. Do I want to start a health and fitness podcast? Do I want to start a health and fitness YouTube channel? Do I want to start a movement in the health and fitness? No. Why? Because I'm not comfortable. And I'm not that I'm not comfortable. I'm not interested in educating myself about that field. I mean, there's a lot of science behind health and fitness and arguments that this cat Cole can answer. Like, he can argue. I can't argue the science behind why this works. I just know that it works. And for those of you, just as a side note, watch my face. Like, watch in the next 20 days, 30 days, when you start seeing these videos produced, you're gonna see like it's gonna work. I did a 48-hour fast last week, over the weekend, and it wasn't bad. I wasn't dead. I didn't die. I didn't have heart palpitations. I wasn't blacking out. I didn't want to. It wasn't that bad. And right now, I am starting a 72-hour fast where I'm not going to eat, not at all, for 72 hours. All right? So, what does that mean for this video? It's discomfort. But is it worth it? Is it worth the mild discomfort of the hunger pangs to get the benefits of the detox and the weight loss and just the refreshment of like, man, I haven't been, it's all going to be well documented, but it's interesting to see that because I'm motivated by something, that I'm willing to suffer a little bit of discomfort in an attempt to better myself, in an attempt to achieve the higher levels of real estate success and sales in any business. If you're comfortable and interested and passionate about the industry, but you suffer from discomfort from the activities surrounding that industry, perhaps maybe this industry is not for you. If you're not comfortable learning Facebook advertising, if you're not comfortable spending $20,000 a month on Zillow to get your leads, if you're not comfortable door knocking, cold calling, if you're not comfortable social networking, then what are you, it might not be for you. But if you love real estate, I don't love real estate. I mean, I love the potential that it gives me. My why in real estate is, if I work really, really, really hard, I make money. If I don't work really, really hard, I don't. I like the flexibility, the freedom, to take off. Like right now, it's Thanksgiving week. I could take off for the rest of the week, not do a damn thing, and no one's going to stop me. And then, 2 or 3 weeks from now, I'll be like, man, I shouldn't have taken that. I pick and choose my times. You work hard, play hard. If you can accept that you love an industry, but it's going to be uncomfortable to succeed in the industry, it's going to take hustle and struggle and pushing and trying, there's no problem with that. Find a reason why you'd want to do it. It's okay to be uncomfortable. It doesn't mean you have to get out of your comfort zone. I don't have a comfort zone in the real estate industry. I think it's a lack of education or interest in certain fields of other industries that keep me from wanting. So if you're interested, if you're watching this, you're interested. But if you're not cold calling and you're not door knocking, there's something going on that's making you uncomfortable. Find out what that is. And you'll find that many times it might just be a lack of knowledge. It could just be ignorance on your part. Not like the bad ignorance, but the good ignorance. That you haven't done it. For example, anybody who says, oh my gee, not eating for 48 hours, not eating for 72 hours, oh hell no. And then when you do it, at the end of the 46, 48 hours, you're like, that didn't feel wonderful, but it wasn't what I thought it was. It's not that bad. Where now, I broke my fast yesterday. I had my beautiful Chipotle burrito, which wasn't that good. Bad. Don't get me started. But I broke my fast, and then I entered it back in again, and now I'm going for 72 hours, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then that night on Wednesday night, I'm gonna eat something, because Thursday's Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna have I got a 10-mile run, a turkey trot, and then as soon as I'm done with the Thanksgiving day, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna go for a 7-day fast. Why am I doing this? Well, first of all, this is a side note, my discomfort in cold calling and door knocking has consistently generated over $200,000 in my pocket when I walk into the tax guy and he goes, how much did you make? And I hand him a slip that says 200 G's. One year it got to 505. Every year consistently over 200. Bad year, good year, down market, up market, it's always been over that. Why? Cold calling, door knocking, that's it. And the first 15 years of my career, purely telemarketing, zero internet. For the first 10 years of my career, there was really no internet leads to speak of or nothing like that. And then even, I don't spend money online as much as, I don't spend money online. I just don't. Once I'll try, I did a couple months of Zillow, and I've had Realtor.com, I've had Trulia, I've done Facebook ads, I've done it all so that I know whether it works or not, but nothing I have found has worked better than the phone prospecting. So if I'm comfortable, if I really truly enjoy telephone prospecting, it doesn't bother me to go upstairs and pick up the phone and sit on the phone for 4 hours. I'm zero issues with doing that. It doesn't bother me to hit the streets and knock on doors and knock on doors. It doesn't bother me. There's no rejection factor. I'm not uncomfortable. The only discomfort I have is in how much time I put in. It doesn't mean that I don't like the time or that it bothers me. The only discomfort is physical discomfort at 8 o'clock at night. I guess the only thing that bothers me is when I pull up to my house at 8:30 and the kids said, "Daddy," and I'm like, "Oh, hi, honey," and I drink whatever glass of water, and then I'm like, okay, time for bed, and I go to bed. I'm in bed by like 9. I'll lay there in my bed and watch maybe half an hour of television. My little girl will lay next to me and she'll watch her TV and we'll kind of chat, we'll interact, and then I'll fall asleep. And then I repeat Monday through Friday. I do this. But then yesterday, I did my open house. As soon as I got off my open house, we took off. We went to Knott's Berry Farm and we enjoyed it. So I do more highly concentrated enjoyment. I remain disciplined in my craft so that I can enjoy the freedom. I am not uncomfortable with picking up the phone and door. And once you do it, once you fast for 48 hours on the snake diet, once you get past that, you're like, that wasn't that bad. And I promise you, join me on my live platform on the YouTube. Go to youtube.com or go to YouTube and search James Festini and then subscribe. And you will definitely see that I am unfazed, and you will see and think, I can do that. That's totally possible. He's not dead. He's not dying. It's not going to kill you. It won't hurt you to pick up the phone. It won't hurt you to go out and door knock if it's something you're interested. If that is not interesting to you, then I don't, again, know why you're watching me. If you want to know more, if you really, 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 really want to like break through those discomforts, or you want to break through that reluctance, hire me as a one-on-one coach. The best gift you can give to yourself over this holiday season is the gift of success next year. And the only way you're going to fast track your success is either work 10 times harder or find someone who teaches you the tools you need and work 10 times harder. There's no substitute for hard work, but there is a fast track for how to do that hard work. And if you give me a month, 2 months of your time, if you pay me for my time, I will definitely streamline your process. We'll get over this reluctancy to pick up the phone and call, reluctancy to door knock. We'll educate you, get you fired up, get you started up into a system that you can be comfortable in. Have some discomfort the first call, maybe a little discomfort on the first door. But then as soon as you get to a door where they're like, yeah, actually I am thinking, but not right now, maybe in 3 months, you're like, oh, and all of a sudden you have a lead in your hand, you're like, oh crap, this works. Oh my God. Okay, James, I'm sold. Like, just get one lead from picking up the phone, get one lead from door knocking, and it's over. Like, you will immediately be hooked. You will be high on prospecting. That's why for me, I get it. I get a kick out of it because I enjoy the potential. All I got to do is go upstairs and pick up the phone, and I can generate leads that will generate follow-up, that will generate a listing appointment, that will generate a contract, that will generate a paycheck. That's very easy. That's not uncomfortable at all. You know what's uncomfortable is going out and digging ditches. That's uncomfortable. What's uncomfortable is, delivering packages for UPS. What's uncomfortable is like telling your kids, no, I can't do this for Christmas because I slacked off the last 6 months. No, I can't take the time off. I don't have the luxury of taking the time off because I have really been taking time off all this time. Now's the time to work. The last 3 months, the last 2 months, the last 30 days is the time. And then, the first of the year, it doesn't mean like the first of the year, autopilot. First of the year, maintain that red line momentum. I promise you, if you guys follow what I'm doing, if you like, share, subscribe, I will get you guys successful. Now, please, go back to work.
This episode is brought to you by MojoSells.com. Expireds for sell by owners and prospecting solutions along with DNC compliance. It is my CRM of choice because I can set up emails and letters and follow-up campaigns to follow up more efficiently with the leads that I generate. Go to MojoSells.com and make sure you tell them Festini sent you. This episode is also brought to you by Spodio, the perfect door knock companion. Download the Spodio app today. You want more knowledge? Please find me anywhere you consume content. On YouTube, go to James Festini. If you want to listen to my content on iTunes, please leave me a 5-star review. Join the Festini Mafia at jamesfestini.com/training. There you'll find all of my products and information. If you like to make money, get back to work.